Hello there and welcome to another video. My name is Mohidum Barak, and in this video I'm going to show you how we can make a user interface like this one using Android cards. You see, you're going to have our image in background there, and then you're going to have our photo in front, and also some text, and then these cards that are overlapping with the image in the other with the image on top, and some other cards that are right the description with their titles. And if you scroll up like this, that card which is on top will go on fading until we totally scroll the whole card out of the appearance of the out of the screen. And if you scroll on bottom here, that card will again appear. You see that kind of primary color that is inside behind this particular card, and when you scroll down here, it will be replaced again back slowly with the image that was there before. Okay, so that's what we're going to make in this video. I hope you're ready to do this. Let's do it then. So in the very first place, I'll begin by opening our project. It is our project, so I'm going to create that card of overlap by simply coming under our activity, under our package of cards, and right click there and then say. So I've created the activity of card overlap, and I'm going to make I'm going to add this activity in the main in the card menu, so that when you click on that on the menu, when you click on that menu, you'll be able to open this card activity, overlap activity. So I'll simply come to our main menu of card activity and then click on this to go to the UI, and then I'll collapse this one, and then I'll come and duplicate this last button, and then I'll call it instead of card overlap, I'll make it instead of card clickable, I'll make it card overlap. Okay, so I'll just come here and change to open card overlap. Okay, so I'll create this method by just pressing Ctrl and enter, and then I come and say it should create this method here on the click. So I'll just press Alt and enter. I say create this method in the card main activity. So I'll just simply come and copy this logic of starting an activity and paste it here, so that when someone clicks on this, we'll be able to open this card overlap layout activity. So I'll begin by also putting the these items for back pressing. Okay, I'll do that later, but let me first focus on the card overlap activity. So I'll go to the UI by simply pressing the Ctrl button and then click on the card overlap, and then I'll have that UI of the card overlap. So I'm going to go to the code that I've written before, and then I'll explain step by step. So here is the card overlap activity. I'll collapse this one, and then the first thing is to make a coordinate layout. Okay, to make a coordinate layout as the parent. So I'll come here and change this from constraint layout to coordinate layout like this. Okay, sorry, just like this. Select this and write just coordinate layout. Okay, so that's the main parent. The main parent is a coordinate layout. Then after making the main parent to be coordinate layout, we'll go ahead and create the action bar. But this is not going to be a usual action bar. It's going to be a little bit different from the one that we've been using before. So I'll open this action bar step by step by first opening this opening tag, and then I'll come and put it here, and then we have that action bar which is having the ID of action bar layout, and it is having the width of match parent and height of 256 dp, and then it fits the window system and make it true. Okay, and then I make the theme to be a dark action bar. Just write action bar dark or dark action bar, it will suggest all of this. So after, I'll close this action bar, and I'm going to show you how we're going to put the contents inside there step by step. So after having that action bar closed, we're going to go ahead and do what, and create the collapsing toolbar, okay, tag. So I'll come and paste it here, and I'm going to explain how we can, what it means and how we can do it. I want first create here some space. Okay, so I'll press there the collapsing toolbar. To create it, just cut it. Let me show you. Just put a tag and then put collapsing toolbar and layout. It will suggest for you, and then you just press enter and it will do anything for you. So I'll explain. I'll give it an ID of collapsing toolbar, and then I'll create this namespace by pressing alt and enter, and then I'll explain. Here it is having width of match parent and height of match parent, because I've already defined here the height, so we don't need again to say wrap content. Okay, then we say fit screen window, we say true, and then we say content screen, you see, content screen, and then we pass the color primary, or the attribute of the color primary. And then also inside the app we have the text title appearance, and I pass this layout, okay, the title style, okay, text appearance, title style. And then after, I pass the layout flags and make it scroll, enter, scroll collapsed. Okay, this one that will be making it to be kind of collapsing when someone scrolls it. Okay, it's called scroll flags. And then I say title enabled. I can set it to true or false, but right now I make it to be false. And then after, I'll have to close that, and then I'll go ahead and we put the content inside it. Okay, so after putting the collapsing toolbar, we'll go ahead and put the content inside it, which is going to be the image. Okay, the image first. Okay, so I'll just paste that image here, and you can see we're having this just an image view, and it's having a layout of match parent, width match parent, and height match parent, and face to screen we make it true, and then scale type center crop, and src I make my image 8. Remember, I already import these images in my drawables, so I can either use my own or use mine. Then I put this one, layout collapse mode, I put parallax. Okay, layout collapse mode, I put parallax. Then after doing that, I have to come and put here a view in front of background to act as what, as a background. Can you see? Let me remove that view. The image is clear, but if we put the make image clear without something in front, some colors will not appear. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a kind of a layout on top of this image, so that it should be kind of dark, such that every color should be able to be visible on it. And this is the color that I put here. It's just a view that is having a width of match parent and height of match parent, and it's having a background of overlay dark 40. So if you come with overlay dark 40, it is just a kind of a background with a transparent color. You see, I make it overlay background of 40. Remember, we already import these colors. We already import them, but you can manually put it there if you do not watch the video 1. But I recommend you to watch the video 1 and to see how we put these things together of the coloring. So after putting that layout in front of this image, okay, I'll go ahead and now put a fragment on top, which will be containing a what, our toolbar. So fragment layout, it will come here. Okay, and then I'll close it. Okay, so it is having just width match parent and height of wrap content. So that fragment is the one that is going to contain our what, our toolbar that we always have. So I'll copy that toolbar and paste it here, just the toolbar that we have. Okay, so don't just watch as you practice. So this is just a toolbar, and serving width of match parent, and serving the height of action bar size, and it's having the navigation of 0dp. Start with the navigation of 0dp, and then it's having the theme style of app compat light. Okay, so after doing that, it means that we have finished that heading section here. See, So after the fragment, okay, after that fragment, I'll go ahead and put now these items that you see here on top. So I'll just simply come and copy this linear layout and put it under what? Under the fragment linear layout, and then I'll close it. Let me explain the things in the linear layout. It is just having width of wrap content and height of wrap content and gravity of center, layout gravity center, and also the gravity of center. That element should be centered, and the orientation vertical. So it means that everything that I'll put here, it will be centered. Then I'll go ahead and put the image. It will going to be here on top, and this image is going to have the Android tint of white. So this image, I already have it. I'm going to just import it, okay, but you can also as well do what, import your own or create your own. So I already have this one, .xml .png. I hope this one. Yeah, this is the image that I want to import. So I just drag and drop it there. No, in drawables, control drag and drop in that in drawables. So image wizard, import. So I'll have that image there in front. So after creating that image, okay, after putting the image there, should make sure it is having tint. Just put make it tint, and then you'll see it will be changed to what, to kind of whitish. So after putting the image there, then I'll need also to put the what, the text. So I'll simply come and copy this text and paste it bottom here. Okay, then you have the text. You see, you're having the text nature park, and then you're having the ID of this text. Of course, you can reference to it, and you can change it dynamically, and then you make it width of wrap content and height of wrap content, and you give it a what, you give it a title. Then after, you give it a what, a style. This layout, you give it a what, a style of title, and then after, we make the text to be white. I hope this code is visible and you can do it. So we'll have something beautiful like that one. So after doing that, we're going now to go ahead and create our what, our cards. So after doing that, next up layout, up bar layout, we'll go ahead and put the what, now this scroll view. So I'll just go step by step. I'll first copy the scroll view, and I'll explain, and it will be next to the what, to the up bar layout. So there is our scroll view, and I'm going to close it. Okay, so let me explain everything. The scroll view, we're having ID of nested scroll view, that's it. We're having the width of match parent, the height of match parent. We are having the margin top of -34. So that margin top is the one that will make it overlap. Can you see it is overlapping, like it is behind the other one? So that margin of -34 or 35 is the one that will make it to be kind of a what, of overlap. Okay, so that's how you can overlap anything in a coordinate layout. Then you have we have a clip top padding false, and then you have also scroll bar. We remove the scroll bar by making them 9, and then say the caching to be true, and then the layout to have the behavior of to have the layout to have up bar behavior. Okay, so after doing that, it means that we've created a what, a nested layout, and you're going to put there one parent, because a nested layout will have only a single parent. Then we put there our linear layout with orientation of vertical. That does not need more explanation. So it means that it's where you're going to start adding there our cards. So just get this first card here. I'm going to go it step by step. I'll copy the card and add it there. Okay, so we are having a first card. I'll close it. Okay, and then after putting the card, you'll see it is having a width of match parent and height of wrap content, and it is having a space left of large. I'm putting some spacing, and text and background white. So these others are self-explanatory. You can just look at the code. After, then I'll start putting my card there. Okay, I'll put the linear layout because the card will also take a single child. So I'll copy the whole linear layout because it is self-explanatory. So I'll paste it here, and I'm going to explain things step by step. So I'll zoom it a little bit so that you can see clearly. Okay, and then you can see we are having a facility. We're having this title here, and it is kind of overlapped because the parent is already overlapping. So we're having the title of facilities, okay, and it's having the heading style of title. Then after, we're having a linear layout here, which is having horizontal orientation. Why? Because I want this image to be next to this one. So after, I'm going to put here my icon of cafe. So I already have it. We can as well generate it from icon view from assets by simply clicking on labels, new assets, and then we come here. You just search for cafe. The cafe is there, and then say okay, and then give it a name, and then say next and say finish, and then we'll have our cup of coffee there, okay, next to this one, you see. So I'll have to come here and give it our SRC instead of I'll just say SRC, press enter, 100 SRC, and everything will be fixed. Okay, so there's a cup of coffee there. So let's get some fresh air icon. Okay, so it's going to be like a florist. I already have this one. I just put search.xml, and then I'll just copy and drag it to my resources, to my drawables. But you can also generate it. Okay, so just drag and drop it, refactor, and then you'll have that kind of flower next to it, and then you have a parking area, which is this one here. See, it's just a linear layout, one on right and one on left. So let us get this IC beach access. I already have it, so for you can find it inside the vector layout. Okay, so I'll get it and just put it under my under my drawables, and then say okay, there it is. Okay, so I'll have that section there, and then lastly is the parking one. I think we have not get it, which is going to be here. Eyes of shuttle. Okay, so I'll just drag and drop it there, and then have a refactor, and then that's a car. You can also find it in your vector assets. So that's a card that you've created. You see, something great. It looks better. It looks beautiful for now. So far so good. It looks beautiful. So after doing that, we're going to go ahead and create the bottom card. Okay, it's kind of boring, but that's the only way how we can make beautiful things. That's the only way we can make beautiful things. Okay, so we go ahead and create another card on the bottom here. You see, it's an address card here, this card. So I already created. I'll just come and copy it, and I'll explain everything as we proceed. So I'll just get the card parent here, put the view, this one that will create a separation, and then copy the card. I'm going to explain it, and then after I'll go to this one. I'll collapse this main card by simply clicking on this card, and I collapse it from here. Okay, I collapse it. Then I'll come and put another next card, which is going to have our address, and this is just straightforward cards attribute like the one I've been doing before, and it's having a linear layout. Okay, and it's having a title, address, and then you're having the description, the address. Okay, then after that is a straightforward card. It does not need too much complications. Okay, then after doing that, you're going to go ahead and create a the description card. Okay, it's also a straightforward card. It will not need too much explanation. So I'll just copy it and then go and paste it. Okay, after this previous card, paste it. Then we have the description, and then we have here the lorem as the details. Okay, so long lorem, just put a normal lorem that we're having in our description. So you see we're having that description inside our card. So, and it is under this text view. So I hope you can even pause if you find the code so complicated, or if I've been too fast. Let me put the code alone. You can pause this video and look at this code. Let me expand it so that you can look at it slowly by slowly, in case you're kind of lost. Okay, it's boring, but that's the only way we can make beautiful things. If you want interesting things, then you want to be able to make beautiful things. So let me scroll so that you can see the code that I've written. The code that I've written. So you can pause and rewrite it, and I'm going to share this code, and the link I'll put in the description. You see, that is our code. So you can pause the code and write it. Okay, but it's self-explanatory. Okay, pause and write it in case you want to. Okay, so I'll split the code again. See, that's what we've come up with, and the remaining part is the logic of creating that fading thing when we are scrolling on top. So before we run the project, let us do it. So I'll come to the card backend. Okay, I hope these things are you've understood them. Don't just watch without practicing. So I'll go to the card backend of the card overlap. I'll begin by initializing the toolbar, and simply put here toolbar in it, and then I'll create that initializing of a toolbar here by simply pasting this code here. And this code you already discussed about it, so you don't need to repeat it. So I'm going to create another menu here of that one that we'll be using for the as a main menu. So I'll just simply put like that, create menu, and then I'll come here. I will just put that menu so that you should be able to be clicking back. It's just a menu with this only one icon. And then after creating this menu, it's just an icon for the menu, or the icon of a toolbar. I can as well make it a back. Okay, just an icon of menu. So after putting that icon in our toolbar, we'll go ahead and create our backend. We have initialized the tool, and then we'll have to say the on-click listener of this menu. In case someone clicks on it, should go back, and then I'll just simply copy this code. This code is just for the menu. It's not all about anything about our cards. Okay, so this one, it says like if someone clicks back, if someone clicks on this menu, it should go back. Okay, and this one is inflating the menu, or the basic menu. Let me create that basic menu so that you should be able to reuse it in different projects. So just press Alt and Enter, and I create this menu. I say okay. So inside, I'll just click on the code, and then I'm going to show you the meaning. What you're going to put in this basic menu. So come here on split, come here, paste it. So it is just a basic menu, as how you can see it, and it's having only the search and settings. Okay, so if you click here on a project and click here on this wheel, it will take you to that menu that we created under the menus. So it is just a menu, basically just having the search icon and the settings icon. So this one will just inflate that icon. Inflate that menu in our project, the search menu. Okay, So after doing that, I think that's all for today. I mean, that's all for this video. All what you need is just to run it, and if I was too fast, you can rewatch it and make it slow, or you can download the code from the link that I'll put in the description, and you follow along. So let the application compile and you see what you have come up with. So that's our application. I'll click on cards, and then I'll click on overlap, and then you can see we've come up with something that we exactly promised. When you click on this, you have this menu. So this menu you can modify to anything that you want, and you click here, you have the search will be made a toast. You click here, you'll be made back to the main menu, and then you click here, you'll have that overlap. And then you have this kind of UI, beautiful UI with the kind of background. You see when you scroll, the toolbar changes to what? To white. You see, it changes to white, and the primary color. So we have made something that we really promised, and if you run into the mobile phone to look much more better than this. I hope this video was helpful. Now you have to think in a different way and think how you can implement this kind of knowledge in the projects that you are working on. Don't just watch like a movie and leave it there. When you watch anything, just think like, how can I implement what I've learned in the real world? So don't just watch, but think of how we can implement this in the real world. So for today, I'll start from there. I'll share this code in the description, so if you want to compare what I've done with your own, just go and download that code and then compare. But don't just watch my code, but you should first try it, and when you're stuck, it's when you should do what? You should copy from my own. But if you copy from my own without trying your code, then without trying your own code, then you'll be cheating your own self. So let us meet in the next video, where we are going to look at more interesting things in Android cards using material user interfaces. And remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, so don't miss the next video. Thank you for watching.